Come with me to cater for a 30th birthday dinner for 40 people. My event location today is in Chester, which is just over 2 hours away from Sheffield. So originally my client and I decided that I would do all of the cooking in Chester just because it's easier to manage. But eventually, after organizing everything and planning myself, I decided that it was easier for me to cook in Sheffield and transport it to the location. I don't know if this is just me, but usually I find it so much easier to cook in the kitchen that I'm used to, which is obviously my kitchen. Just because I find that it's easier, I'm able to navigate the situation a lot better. I know where everything is, and I'm also in my comfort zone, which definitely helps with the stress that comes with obviously cooking a large batch of food. But usually when I'm catering for a large party that is that far out of Sheffield, I will always request to cater at the location. But this is only for about 40 people, and I'm also only making about 7 dishes, so I figured I could definitely do this. Today my client requested for some jollof rice, some fried rice, some peppered chicken, peppered beef, some peppered gizzard, some plantain, and of course some Ghana salad. Guys, there is something about Ghana salad, it just slaps when it's done right. My client requested for service at 7:30, so I was aiming to get there for about 7 o'clock so that everything is laid out ready for them to serve. This meant that I needed to start traveling around 4:30, no later than that, just to make sure that I'm right on time. But I started cooking at 8 o'clock today, which is actually later than my usual time. This was only because I had done a lot of prep the night before, which is what I usually do anyway, which means that on the day it's just a matter of putting everything together, cooking all the things that I need to cook, and it's ready to go. As always, the first thing I started cooking was my jollof rice, because once you put that on, you can leave it to the side and it can just continue cooking whilst you do everything else. I had a lot of comments on my last video asking if I'd no longer use my rice cooker to make jollof rice, and the answer is yes. I am never ever not gonna use my rice cooker. I still have my rice cooker, it's still alive, it's still kicking. I just don't use it as often anymore unless I'm making a large batch or I'm cooking for a large party. So for now, it's taking a rest. Once my jollof rice was done, I started on the pepper meat. So I was making some peppered chicken, some peppered beef, and also some peppered gizzard. All the meats were cooked and fried earlier on, so now I was just putting everything together with the sauce and the garnish, and it's ready to go. I also decided to make my fried rice a little bit earlier as well, just to make sure that it's nice and cool before I start transporting it all the way to Chester, because we all know what fried rice can do. It's not your friend, and we don't want any embarrassment. As mentioned last time, I've learned from my past mistakes, so now I leave myself at least an hour to pack everything before I set off. By around 4:15, I was done in the kitchen. I went up to freshen up and change, and now we start the 2 hours and a bit driving all the way to Chester. Finally got to the location, and it was just so pretty. It was such a cozy location. I actually really love this place. We kept the food under the hot plate so it's hot when they're ready to serve. And this is the lovely feedback my client left me. It was so good. Thank you. Bye.